Hi, this is Barb from Healing Hearts, Mending Minds, and I wanted to talk to you about the woman at the well. Jesus met the woman at the well when he was traveling through Sychar, and he was tired and thirsty, and so he laid by this well at high noon, at noon of the day, and he came across this Samaritan woman. That story can be found in the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verses 4 through 42. The reason I want to open it up is because I find a few things interesting. Culturally, back in the day, Jews did not talk to Samaritans, nor would a male talk to a woman. And this Samaritan at the well, she was unaccompanied by any other females. Typically, the females would go and gather water early in the morning before it got hot, and she met Jesus at noon, or later that evening when it was the cool of the day. I have questions. Did she isolate herself because she felt shame of her past way of living and even currently how she was living? Or did the community of women shame her and isolated her from themselves? Like she was at the well by herself. Typically, the men hung out, they hunted, they gathered, the women went and got the water, they did textiles. It was a community, and she was not a part of that community. So that saddens me. But I do know this chance encounter, well, was it really a chance or was it a divine appointment? I'd like to think it was a divine appointment by God. I love how God reaches in to women, leans in to women, and just uplifts us as a whole community and restores us to our rightful place. For some reason, we're always at this Lodabar type of positioning when it comes to community of believers. But enough of that. So let's go back to the story of Jesus meeting this woman at the well. He tells her things about herself that only a prophet could know. And he ends up telling her, I am the Messiah, the one that you believe in. And she was amazed. She had furthered the conversation in asking him about the different worship styles between the Jews and the Samaritans. So they have this running discourse. He respects her. He values her dialogue because they actually are dialoguing. And then when she finds out that he's the Messiah, she becomes an evangelist just like that. She runs back to her hometown and says she met this wonderful man who is the Messiah. His name is Jesus. And he's told me everything that I've done. The shame is broken. The bonds of injustice is broken off of her. I imagine that this conversation healed 99 other things that were going on within her that we can only imagine. That emotional healing, that conversation, she probably did not conversate with very many people, being ostracized. That conversation healed her from the inside out. So I just find it fascinating that God has divine appointments within our life. And we don't know if she isolated herself or if she was isolated. But hear this. If there is someone within your community that you are isolating, no more, no more. That is not reflective of who Jesus is. Jesus comes to heal us one by one. Let's reflect him. It's not easy, but let's reflect him. Let's do good. Let's be good. Let's love others as we love ourselves. This is just a dynamic example of how this divine appointment, how this divine encounter can really heal you from the inside out. So I hope this is encouraging to you. and others. Share the story. I didn't want to say anymore. Be blessed. I love you. Love others and be good.